else has happened, I'd just say like Na'Vi, Mousesports on this map. I think Mousesports have a pretty good chance of taking almost any team on this map. Yeah, definitely scary for Na'Vi. And Na'Vi also seemed to shut down a little bit on Mirage, just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm curious. That's the thing. But then again, you know, do Mousesports have the fortitude to just, you know, compose themselves and do what needs to be done here on this last map?
Well, there's going to be a push coming up long and short to the bomb site, and they catch chris in the middle of nowhere. So exciting, actually, almost that starix starts shooting at his teammates. A little bit of a discussion about where they wanted to put the bomb down. I think they ended up planting for long because you can see them running down, but they could have done both. And this is good for them because Mousesports have control of short, which will do exactly nothing for them. Oh no.
That timing. Oh no, this is worst case scenario. That smoke.
That's such a big deal.
Oh, okay, let's like,
what a fuck up.
It's like basically you spent a year, 2 years, you know, finishing this painting. And you're at the last stroke.
And then
it's
you
the
vomit on it?
stroke. No, and then your friend just kind of like he's like kind of drunk and he just stumbles into the room. He's like, hey man, check this out. And he like nudges your elbow and your paintbrush goes across the entire thing. So that's what just happened.
So what that smoke could have done for them, and the reason why it was so bad, that it was because if they had put the smoke down on the bomb, maybe they could have taken the prolonged fight while some guy was diffusing inside the smoke and the people on long would have missed their shot. Like, there was like a tiny opening. That smoke was quite clearly meant to be like the smoke diffuse kind of thing. So that just worked out. And then it happened to work so that Na'Vi could actually hide at the edge of the smoke. Exactly. It was like even worse. My god, that was horrible.
Oh, that's pain right there. You know, that's just so frustrating. Oh, chrisJ makes the peekaboo.
Yeah, sliding up on the edge of that crate where you can't normally stand, but you can slide your way up there because how the physics engine works in all Source and all Half-Life related games. Always been a thing. So, yeah, same mechanic that allows you to do surfing on surf maps.
Well, that's what I call glacier surfing right there. Yeah. It's just so slow, but hey, you know, you're surfing in the end.
All right, I'll accept it. zeus is going to get a kill here, but tabseN drops the bomb carrier, and somehow they are ignoring tabseN, and he's going to be happy for it. Takes almost 3 kills, could have landed the last one as well. starix is going to get a chance to put the bomb down here, and backup is coming. It's somewhat far away, which is why it's even worse that starix is waiting like this, because now they're going to be really close when everything happens. They're not even waiting for starix, they're just charging in. He picks up the first kill. Can he get the last one and win the round? And he will pick it up and save Na'Vi. I think Mousesports probably thought he was already in the act of putting down the bomb, and when he wasn't, they actually ended up sort of mind-gaming themselves. But now Mousesports are like, yeah, we'll buy up anyway.
Yeah.
What the hell?
We're getting so many kills. We did so much damage to you in the last round. Hell yeah, we'll buy. We're just going to keep the pressure on. This is Mirage again. You know, it's just... Okay, allu still hit the shot first. Yeah, like allu still hit that shot first. If he had an AWP...
That would have been it, but it isn't. It's just going to leave Mousesports a man down. Pretty annoying for them.
Yeah, especially in this kind of scenario when every gun counts, when everything matters. LEGIJA going for a very sneaky little boost up here on the boxes. Not often we actually see this position taken up. Really, actually quite rare.
Yeah, it works much better if you have another teammate inside the bomb site that can sort of distract people, but we'll see. He's going to pick the first one, can't get the second one. That actually loses the bomb site, and I really hope they're not going to try and retake this with 3-on-4. That doesn't make any sense to me, so yeah, they're going to run away. Good idea.
Yeah, smart play here. karrigan backing off, using the smoke. And that's exactly what has to happen, especially when you have 3M4s like this. You still have quite a bit of gear on your side, so... the reason, you know, also the reason why we would say that in case you're new and just tuning in, you know, in that case, welcome. But also, B site really heavily favors the team that's defending it essentially. Once that T side, you know, has that bomb plant, they can set up appropriately to hold all of the angles. Even in an even man situation, it's very, very tricky because you're getting funneled in through the door, through the window. You're basically getting funneled into through these very these tight choke points, right? So Na'Vi, they'll be able to hold on to this no problem at all. 3 rounds to their name. Mousesports, they go for the early buy, but they could potentially, like tabseN right now could drop a FAMAS for a teammate. He's going to do just that. And allu, curious to see if he's going to be the one going for just pistol armor or anything of the sort. But no, actually, it's going to be chrisJ investing in the scout. So, okay. This is how they decide to spread out their money. But Mousesports actually having a pretty reasonable buy here.
Yeah, saving 3 rifles does make a big difference in the end. And this time, they're not going to fight Guardian in the middle. So that's probably a smart choice. Until they pick up an AWP or 2. Not really any reason to do that, I think. pretty standard spread here from Na'Vi, although they are letting go of control of long, which meant if somebody from Mousesports was pushing up, they could maybe backstab the people in the middle. So that's just a tiny, tiny thing. The good thing here for Mousesports is they're actually holding 3 people at the bomb site. So they are kind of predicting maybe Na'Vi are going to go for the B push, and in fact they are. So this should work out really well for them. I mean, for Mousesports.
For Mousesports, it should. karrigan also holding in a bit of an awkward spot, basically to avoid any kind of flashes that might be coming up, to blind the people holding on B slope, so you can have a bit of that peekaboo moment. But he's going to work his way back in to the site. Is he going to just face peek this? Is he really going to face peek this? Edward will just annihilate him.
Flashbang's raining in, so one is down. Allu picks up one, he gets a second one too. Pistols out, bombs dropped, and it's going to be 4 people against the 2 of Na'Vi. So this is working out good. The backstab is coming in, though. Zeus will take out one from the window. Guardian picks up one more. And Na'Vi somehow come out on top, I would say. They're going to be able to put the bomb down. Mousesports. There, Zeus just hit them hard.
Yeah, Zeus, that flank just eviscerated him. That was way too good. And now chrisJ up in the window, going to try and put some pressure out here. chrisJ needs to peek through this window, basically, and spot out the man holding close to the left. tabseN's going to walk right in, and he has no idea. But then chrisJ lands the headshot from the window, and that's the kind of shot he needed. That's the 1 in a million right there.
Yeah, chrisJ the savior, right? It's gonna be that was pretty clutch, I would say. Picks up an AWP, and Mousesports, they win the round. Not the way they should have won it, because Mousesports should have won this round because they had 3 people in B, which is highly unlikely and makes defending B that much easier. They ended up doing kind of that, and then they, you know, Zeus almost took it away from them, and then headshot from Scout was what ended it.
Granted, tabseN is calling out exactly where Zeus is for chrisJ, so chrisJ can pre-aim that spot, but that is with a Scout as well. It's like if he has the AWP, okay, right? But the Scout, you have to hit that headshot or Zeus kills you. You have to be so quick. You have to be so on point. And that is just, well, that's just chrisJ again. So Mousesports, they win that 4th round bye.
I think in the past we've referred to him as chrisJ just because it seems very fitting. So yeah, definitely pretty good.
I'm still waiting for him to get his AWP, right? He sold, I think he saved Guardian's AWP from the last.
Yeah,
round.
he did.
But like, you know, online J, right?
Oh, they're gonna boost up on top of the smoke. This is some very cool stuff up on the boxes. tabseN's gonna take down 1 and 2. Absolutely beautiful. Mousesports completely outplaying and outwitting Na'Vi there. That's some sexy Counter-Strike.
That is some sexy Counter-Strike. Dead sexy. Just amazing. Like, honestly, that play, when do we see that play? Like, if ever.
We've seen it a couple of times in the past, but it's one of those really, really rare things.
Yeah.
We've seen it a couple of times, but I mean, Allu's going to peek out in the middle here, and it's going to take one. There's another one blinded in there, and tabseN will find that kill. So now, triple for tabseN, and it's going to be Guardian left. Trying to run away with the AWP, but they've already spotted him, and with 25 seconds, they should definitely go and find him.
They should. I mean, they can't let him hold on to this gun. Granted, they don't have mountains of money to fall back on either. Guardian with a really sick flick there on karrigan as he jumps for the info, but he's going to walk right in, and that doesn't stop him from quickscoping Chris. So,
oh, wow.
1v2 now. Guardian's going to make it out of this alive.
Yeah, I don't think they can catch him in time here, so that's actually very expensive for Mousesports. I thought they would have been able to just hunt him down, come in from all angles.
Can LEGIJA save the AWP? Yes, he does. Okay, there you go. That's the minimum that he needed to do there to hand it over to Chris.
Ouch.
Right, so maybe they don't get the kill on Guardian in the end, but at least they hold on to the sniper rifle. So that's the least Mousesports could do in that situation.
So, I mean, if Guardian had went back to T-spawn, say, and tried to hide in a corner somewhere, chances are they would have all ended up surrounding him, and he could have got like 1 or 2 kills, then he would have taken him out. But the fact that he shot his way out and found like an opening, or made an opening essentially, kind of worked out well for him. That's actually pretty expensive for Mousesports.
Mousesports still kind of spread out right now. 2-on-2, and Chris with the perfect timing to get back through those doors. So they aren't going to be able to pick up on him. Or at least Na'Vi aren't going to be able to capitalize on a kill on him.
Happy to... I mean, apart from Chris, actually, who was way too aggressive in the middle, in my opinion, in the beginning here, because...
No backup off short, no
and
backup
pistols,
through doors.
like pistols and AK on Na'Vi, they just need to play this so safely.
And you see that now, that after the initial insanity out of chrisJ, he does decide to back up, and Mousesports actually go for a pretty standard way of holding things here. 3 guys over on the A side. tabseN, though, really willing to take a risk and actually push into A house. That's a bit... that's playing with fire there, and he could get burned eventually. starix does have an AK, and he's lurking, so if tabseN decides to push out here, things could end badly for him.
But if he stays here, he's going to be able to spot the shadow of starix walking in, and he didn't even need to. He just turned around and did it. But if you're actually watching when someone's walking in, you see the shadow before you see the player, and that gives you a really big advantage. He was a little bit afraid of getting flashed, obviously. Guardian goes down. That's a nice flick from Chris. zeus trying to pick it up. You can't just fight Chris like that. He's going to take 2 kills. Tabs him with 2. Survives on 2 health at the end. And it's going to be a 3-3 situation. And Mousesports are very much back into this game.
Mousesports are in the driver's seat at this point. Like, they need another round, basically, to start building up a bit of an economy. But they're going to get that now because Na'Vi are ecoing. So unless Mousesports make a big mistake by going aggressive, like the super ultra aggressive that they don't need to do, this should be a round for them to start building a bit of money and make it even harder here for Na'Vi to get control back in this half.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. They listened to you, Sam, because they definitely weren't going aggressive. They just threw out a couple of grenades and flashed their way back, make sure they don't take any fights with Na'Vi. So very well done.
Yeah, smart play coming out here from Mousesports. And, you know, they can go for the YOLO pushes. They can go, you know, a bit crazy. But they do know when to tone it back a little bit as well and not take the unnecessary risks.
Yeah, and they're willing as well to use grenades to fight Na'Vi here, which I think is pretty good. It's annoying because you kind of want to save as much money as you want. You don't want to you know, throw away, you know, a couple of thousand in grenades, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. At the same time, you know, it's like, sure, you're spending that money, but you're also, I mean, it's more important that you hold on to your gun and your armor.
Yeah,
right?
That's way more expensive.
If you can drop $300 on an HE that's going to wreck the other team, then just, you know, don't hesitate. Do it.
Molotov even going out here, and zeus is going to run right into it, and he actually almost burns alive tabseN. Took a headshot on him before that happened, and Chris is going to drop down seized. So triple from tabseN, who is playing really well. He's playing well on Mirage too, but you know, at this point in time, he's actually top fragging at 11 kills. So 4-3, and the 8th round is coming up. Guardian with another AWP on his side. They need a lot more. I mean, the thing is, the scary thing is, Mousesports haven't even dipped into a double up setup yet.
Exactly right. allu is still kind of floating around on the rifle. It's chrisJ who's taking point. And this time around, okay, very quick play here from Na'Vi. They're just trying to flash their way out onto long. They're going to do that. Edward manages to clear it up. That's about textbook pretty much. chrisJ on short, not going to hit that shot, surprisingly enough, after all the shots he's hit so far.
I'd love to see them leave Guardian in the pit and then everyone else falls back. I think that would be such a cool strat if they manage to do it. At this point, he is up all the way in the back plateau and actually looking in a bit of an odd position here. But he's going to walk right into the scope, and he still flicks and hits crits. How is he so fast? It's going to be karrigan going down next, and Na'Vi making the play work right here. tabseN will take just the one before he falls apart, and starix not quite connecting in the middle. That should have been Guardian dead.
Yeah, that should have
I just have no idea how he did that so quickly.
It's that timing, right? Maybe he catches Chris blinking. allu, he knows that starix is lurking. He knows that there's a guy right on the other side. He's going to walk out. He's going to get that timing right. He is not. starix is going to spray him down. Now it's just LEGIJA alive, working his way up on long. Decides to take this fight. If he can get some guns off of Na'Vi here, this is still a solid position. Guardian with that AWP. Oh, he's not going to do it.
Fact is, if he had jumped over, he could have defused the bomb and no one could have stopped him.
Yeah, he has no way of knowing that, of course.
He has absolutely no way of knowing it, and it would have almost been like wall hack level play if he had done it, but Na'Vi actually gave up on the bomb site too soon.
Yeah,
all right.
I mean, the other thing is, you know, when you have the money to go for a buy again in the next round, like he could have potentially played that a bit more aggressively to hunt down frags on Na'Vi, because Na'Vi certainly don't have the money to be rebuying rifles. So it's just like, he could have played it a little bit more aggressive, but then again, you know, Mousesports seems like they want to kind of tone it back a little bit. Nice play here, though, and that's gonna bear fruit. allu will find the pick at mid, thanks to that boost over the smoke. Mousesports are really coming up with a lot of clever boost plays here, and it's definitely working very well. Na'Vi getting caught off guard by these, and that's gonna make, I mean, that's really gonna mess with Navi's head as well, because then Na'Vi become indecisive. They don't know where to look anymore because Mousesports just keeps catching them off guard everywhere.
Yeah. Na'Vi are playing kind of a slow game. Chris is not, though. He's going to be taking down starix and seized and zeus. I'm not even sure it matters that much what they do anymore, because this is just working out way too well for Mousesports. karrigan will pick up a kill, and he's going to get the second one, too, and it's a flawless round for the European mixed team.
Just excellent, and that is so painful for Na'Vi as well. As soon as they need to start chaining rounds together, Mousesports, they let them win one. Like Mousesports, they love to crush hopes. And you know how they do that? They go for the double op, and it just completely catches Na'Vi Allu in the mid, so they think, okay, there's the one op potentially, right? And then chrisJ over at long, he just tears Na'Vi to shreds. And now Na'Vi are forced back to pistols. They come grinding back to a halt, and Mousesports now have the opportunity to start building that bank again. Whatever they spent in this round to re-equip, they could make it back. Well, maybe that'd be a bit of a stretch in one round, but still, they can definitely do the damage here.
Yeah, I am... Okay, yeah, mid-air, that's how it works, sorry, Chris. And that's going to be zeus with a return kill on karrigan at least. But I'm going to be patiently waiting for Thorin's thoughts on Na'Vi, why Na'Vi aren't always working as they should, because he just did it with Hellraisers, and I feel like Na'Vi could use a similar treatment. It's going to be Guardian in a 1-on-3 here with a P2 50 in hand. He will get dropped, so both AWPs survive, and that's really the... Like, once you're running a double AWP setup, all you want is to make sure that the two AWPs survive. I mean, you obviously, you know, the more the better, but as long as you don't start losing AWPs, you're doing a pretty good job.
Exactly, and I mean, they're getting 2 kills as well each with those ops. I mean, they're really making those ops work for Mousesports, and they have so much money, $8 grand, $8 grand. I mean, just so much money on Mousesports' side. Na'Vi taking a round off of them, it's like no sweat off Mousesports' brow. They're just like, okay, we'll just rebuy and win, and then where are you, Na'Vi? Where's your momentum? It's not there. You know, you're trying to run on ice, but you don't have little cleats on your shoes. You've got moccasins on.
Yeah. Just like in Blade, the end of the first Blade.
Well, yeah, just trying to...
There's always some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill. That's probably one of the best lines for almost any movie. It has to be.
Is that where he just does like the roundhouse kicks?
Yes.
Yes, man.
Yes, it is.
Blade, the first one is pretty good. Like, the opening scene for that movie is still some of the best, like, movie making in history.
It is an absolutely great movie, and Wesley Snipes is
total
too
badass.
Cool. He's just too cool. karrigan goes down, so does Seized, and Na'Vi, I really want to see Na'Vi make this 9-6. I feel like if Mousesports get many more than 6 rounds, things start to get pretty uncomfortable for Na'Vi. Mousesports are playing some very cool Counter-Strike, and I would say Na'Vi are kind of not. So I don't know. It's a little bit similar to, I think, to what we saw in Mirage. And again, I think Nuke was like the odd map out because none of the teams knew how to play on the terrorist side. So, I mean, I don't want to take it away from anybody, but it felt a little bit strange.
Yeah, and look at this. The mission. Man, he's hiking. He's bought a sandwich. He's definitely on the way. He's going to be a little bit late, however, because they're already gathered up on Cat. So Na'Vi going to go for this Cat play. They've managed to smoke off Cross fairly well. chrisJ is going to have to hit some mad shots here. Holding on A-Slope. Smoke to go off and cut him off as well. chrisJ just can't be effective. They're flashing and smoking him out.
Oh, and he misses that shot on Edward. They've already put down the bomb without even dealing with Chris. And zeus is going to walk up here. LEGIJA is there to help out in the whole of Na'Vi. Look at Chris. He wasn't even aware. They all died, and he was still looking a little bit panicked. Like, wait, they're all dead. All right, I'll go and steal the defuse and get some more points.
Yeah, LEGIJA, the timing. Thanks, Leg.
That was pretty well done from the Serbian player there. And also tabseN helping out with a double kill. tabseN is up to 15. He's actually playing really well. So, yeah. I mean, there is some good Counter-Strike to be played in the German scene, man. They just need to find like a...
Well, they just need to be diverse. You know, it's the strength of all the nations coming together.
I would still like to see an all-German team out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to steal tabseN, so I don't want anyone doing that, but it's got to be done at some point. Knock-in from the German stream was telling us that this weekend, so it has to be possible. Chris, nice flick on there. A second shot while he's flashed, and starix goes down. Yeah, that just happened. He's going to get a third one, too. Can we get in chrisJ ace here? Grenade to follow. Does a lot of damage. Pistol is out. He wants it. He's looking for it. Just needs a little bit more. He's going to miss it once. And allu is going to come in there and actually didn't even save him. He wasn't close to dying, but steals the last kill. It's going to be 8-4. Chris just jumped up to 15. He just caught up to tabseN in 2 rounds.
Yeah, pretty much. That shot on the starix. I mean, yeah. Sometimes you really, you know, it's just like chrisJ toes the line and just makes these incredible plays.
That is very nice. Guardian getting that flick was actually pretty impressive, just as we're, you know, celebrating chrisJ. And the B bomb side is lost, but the bomb is miles away. So it's a very confusing situation here for the terrorist side. LEGIJA flashes his way in, and actually there's a guy outside the bomb side as well. LEGIJA is going to get that kill, but he has almost no way of knowing that starix is going to be out there. Unless he somehow weirdly hurt him, but that would make him almost an unreal player.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. This could leave starix exposed. This could leave... LEGIJA's going to herd him out onto that B slope. tabseN not going to find it, and that's just that split second where zeus manages to come in from upper dark and catch LEGIJA on the side of the head. 2-on-3 position here for Mousesports. Fairly close by. They've got tabseN in upper dark. I feel like a lot of this is going to come down to him, but Guardian is holding from back plateau, and this is such a hard shot for tabseN to hit if Guardian decides to peek up there.
Yeah, almost impossible for Mousesports to retake this, but they're going to try anyway. Flashbang goes in. chrisJ is down, and good flick from Guardian. Second kill of the round for him. The first one was through the double doors in middle. So it is going to be 8-5 here. 14th round is coming up, and Mousesports tried to go for that 2-on-3 retake because they have so much money, it doesn't really matter. And that's the double-up auto-sniper setup here for the CT side. They're really serious about this, and even if they lose it, they can buy up on most of the players on that Mousesports side. So I think this is just a good idea for them.
Absolutely. Just keep changing it up. They haven't gone for this yet. chrisJ runs through his own Molotov?
And that is, well, that was
LEGIJA's Molotov. But still, point being, he ran through his teammate's Molotov. This is the kind of stuff that Mousesports can do, and that just completely catches a team off guard if it works.
Yeah, that was such a sweet way of faking out. That was an audio fake. They just, they were absolutely sure no one is going to run through that Molotov, and then that happened. Allu's going to pick up a kill as well. Guardian turns around, takes down karrigan. This is the 14th round, and Na'Vi really need these last 2 rounds to get anything working, really. But Guardian's 1 health in a 1-on-3. Just not going to happen, is it?
Let's see, Guardian, flash. He realizes he has to go forward. Allu is here, however, and with that CZ-75 run and gun, he's going to get it. So 2 kills for him, 2 for tabseN. tabseN just continuing to do big work. Tied for the lead again with chrisJ. A lot of that money is being spent up here, however. That was, I mean, not holding on to the AWP is always going to be costly, as we can see. chrisJ going the full build costs him 8 grand. That's a very expensive buy.
Yeah, but it's the 15th round, and they just do not care anymore. Guardian has the scout. There's a Galil. There's an AK as well, but this is very likely to finish 10-5 for Mousesports, especially with Edward going down.
Sees that length. I mean, he's over in pit. This is going to be very tough here for Na'Vi. I'm wondering if they're going to back off now. They've got the bomb. They're working it back into T-spawn. Do they just leave Seized alive in the pit alone? Zeus gets a great headshot on Allu, who is lurking around mid-doors from the T-spawn. That's going to ring him up, but chrisJ then catches Guardian out. Guardian was waiting in the pit. Now, is this the double bluff? Does Guardian realize? Yes, he saw the weapon. He knows somebody's there, and there you go. chrisJ gets the second one. Oh, that was Seized trying to get sneaky there, but chrisJ, he scopes up just in time to see that gun drop, and then he knew. And, well, that was awkward.
Pretty much so. But tabseN and chrisJ, 19 kills each. They definitely carried Mousesports quite a long ways here, but they weren't the only ones doing fine work on this first half. That's pretty painful for Na'Vi. That's just not enough on the terrorist side. 5 rounds. Far from it.
Far from it. I mean, we still see teams pick up a lot of rounds on the CT side, but it's never what you expect to see. It's so tough to come back from this position. And now Mousesports, they're going for the all-out pressure here. Long, 2 guys gathered up in house. They're going to go darting around. They set up for this push. The good flash as well to force Nofi back around. But exactly, it is the fake. They're just drawing the attention of Na'Vi over to this A site. We even have the semi-rotation coming out from Edward. He's going to haul it back into B site, but they're already out, Mousesports.
Oh, Edward with a good shot. Second one picked up. A third one, Edward. What a sick headshot. And now it's going to be down to LEGIJA and allu. So yes, the fake worked, but Edward wasn't feeling it at all. allu is going to take 2 good kills, and now they're somehow bringing it back. What's going on, Na'Vi? Edward apparently has to do more. I mean, the bomb is inside, so I'm not sure why he's playing this aggressively. He should definitely help Seized cover the bomb. LEGIJA and allu, they want to get in. Man, there's a lot riding on Edward's shoulders here. He's got the grenade as well. Seized has got a kit.
Oh, they're going to go out and take this fight. They're going to peek out onto B slope. Surprise, surprise! Edward with the ace in the pistol, single-handedly saving Na'Vi in the end. That was, I mean, we're going to have the replay right here, and this is when you really love having instant replay. Bit sloppy on the first, but then the second one, tap, tap, and then the third one. This is just amazing that he finds the headshot on the third.
There is such a thing as a play of the day sponsored by Comhem, and I am pretty sure we just found it. That was stunning.
Yeah.
Pistol round ace for the USPS from Edwards. Such incredible play. Wow. That is so sick to see. tabseN, Tech 9. He's going at it. They finally get rid of him, but that opens it up for the flank from Long. Allu, he's going to do it. Double kill for him. Oh, man. And it just completely falls apart for Na'Vi. 1v3 retake for Seized, but Mousesports have now got the positions. They've got the afterplant. Yeah, Seized coming in here, 1-on-3 with the FAMAS in hand. He's going to pick up one, gets a second one. He can't get the third one. The Tech9s reign supreme, and Mousesports end up winning the anti-eco or the eco, and it's going to be 11-6. And that's, I can't think of any of like a worse roller coaster ride for Na'Vi emotionally right here. As everyone is high-fiving each other off of that ace from Edward, it turns into this. That's got to be disappointing.
That's shattering, and there's no doubt about it. chrisJ gonna miss the second shot, but now it looks like Mousesports actually going for a bit of aggression here towards the B site. Straight rush from them. karrigan's got the Pro 90. He's got to turn around fast. He's gonna pick up the first one, second one in the window. He's just running and gunning, and he finally gets caught. Guardian shuts him down, and Guardian with the double kill using that scout.
He hit the headshot while they were crossing over. He hit the headshot on LEGIJA. Well, Chris is going to be able to throw a Molotov here. zeus trying to come in for the smoke behind. tabseN will drop him. And see how this is going to turn out. The Pro 90 still works pretty well, but Chris is going to be alone here at the back of site, and still no bomb plant happening. Guardian, he's already got 3. He's looking for a quad kill to try and see if he can get Na'Vi back into this game, which would be big. Chris is going to come up, takes the Tech9 and the headshot as well. And starix, he's running up. Chris is there, and he pre-fires just a little bit. He survives on 7 health. And that is going to be Na'Vi winning the round. So what a way to start the second half.
I don't know if my heart can take it, Anders. I don't know what they're doing to us here, but this is way too close.
It's bordering. It's really bordering on the absurd on this point.
Back to back. And now Mousesports are the ones forcing it up. Again, they're just going to go for the force. tabseN's got his Tech9. chrisJ can afford an AK. Na'Vi, however, pretty good buy out of their side. So this is now who's gonna do it? Seized with that scout will pick up the headshot on karrigan. So no lurking around in the B apartments, or in the B apartments, upper dark there. Guardian though not connecting with the shot onto LEGIJA though. LEGIJA's gonna make it out of there in one piece. Tagged up, yes, and zeus is gonna come in and finish the job, but that was a bit sloppy there from Guardian.
Pretty unsuccessful round so far for Mousesports here. They need a lot more out of this pistol armor buy. And, well, they might be able to get it on Guardian. You gotta be careful he doesn't burn to death just walking too close. But they're gonna be fine. Only 1 kill on zeus, and that's just not enough here. So Mousesports are gonna have to go for a real eco. And Na'Vi apparently aren't out of this game yet.
No, it'd be too quick to call it. I mean, if they could manage this comeback, this is like a nuke-style comeback, basically. If they can get out of this situation, I mean, to run it back 15 rounds.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. That'd be definitely be very cool.
All right, well, let's see. I mean, it's a hard eco here out of Mousesports, so I mean, I think we can connect the dots here and say that they probably want to go for a buy in the next round. Curious to see what they're going to go for here, though. It does look like it's going to be the Gather Guardian. Just mad spray from him, and he's only going to get the 1 frag, but this nade is going to be monstrous. It does so much damage, and Edward just shutting him down in mid, drops the bomb, and it's only going to be karrigan alive here for Mousesports.
Nicely handled there by Edward. That's a quad kill, so he's really just doing great work for Na'Vi at the moment. He's up at 12, but obviously like 9 of them are basically from the second half. He got 5 in the pistol, 4 in the follow-up, so apart from that, he must have had 3 kills outside of it. That's pretty crazy to imagine, actually.
The total reversal. This is now when it gets really interesting, and Na'Vi themselves going for a double off here. They're not wasting any time, though. Mousesports with some great flashes, chain flashes and smokes, and they're going to get right out onto long. And allu finds the first. karrigan, spray from him, picks up another 2. Guardian and zeus both down, and that's it. Mousesports just like that. The pure bum rush out onto A long behind the flashes and the smokes, and they get control of the A site.
Edward's going to go down as well, and he's the only one left with an AWP. What we just witnessed is that Mousesports, because they've got like a lot of kills, they've actually leveled up, and they've used all their leveling up points into just increasing the flashbang duration for such a long time that Guardian was just flashed for like 5 minutes. There's no, it's a clever place, rarely seen in Counter-Strike, but yeah, Mousesports have figured out a good way to take long like that. Just throw like 5-minute flashbangs, and you're going to be great. Seized, trying desperately to hold on, and he did a good job for the first 2 kills, but he's going to go down afterwards, and that will be another round for Mousesports. 12-9. Na'Vi, well, they can buy.
They're going to have enough. There's a 6.8 on starix. He's going to be able to drop a FAMAS for Seized. Or is it just going to be the straight-up M4? It will be. So they're going to be skipping out on quite a few nades here, Na'Vi, actually. As in, like, hardly any nades at all. They've focused on the rifles this round.
And they boost Guardian up here, and he doesn't get the flick. That would have been such a good opening. In the meantime, there's a push going on towards the B bomb site, and I'm a little bit confused because I feel like the people at mid or A should make some more noise here. Seized is going to take down allu. I'm kind of confused about what's going on here for the terrorist side. Edward takes down LEGIJA as well, and the whole push is crushed while the other 2 people are still alive. So that seemed uncoordinated and weird.
Definitely weird. Just definitely very weird there. Leaving both of those guys out there on the other side of the map, not even in any position to really catch rotations out. I mean, perhaps mid, but that was very awkward. And Na'Vi, they're basically giving a free round there. So talk about perhaps giving Na'Vi a way back into this map. I mean, a perfect round as well.
Yeah.
Nobody dying. That's really good for Na'Vi. That is not something that Mousesports could afford to give Na'Vi right now in this position. Because it forces them back onto pistols here. Na'Vi going to have an opportunity to build a little bit of money. Na'Vi could potentially have force money in the next round. But it's going to be aggression straight up here from Mousesports. They're making this look like a straight B play. And in the meantime, allu camping out on long.
In the middle, they do get the 1 kill in, but a bit of a touchdown nade onto tabseN there. And allu with the Tech 9 is going to be the last guy alive. He picks up the first kill. If he can get the bomb down, if he can actually make this crossover... Oh, that would be good, but he's going to run right into the opening arms of Edwards here, and Edward is definitely waiting. Not this run, but the last round, where they were at B and everything, that actually looked like they were going to do exactly what they did in the pistol, where they faked over towards A, obviously. In that round, they actually rushed A, and this time they had 1 guy in middle and 1 guy long, so I'm guessing Mousesports were trying for some sort of variation, or maybe they were hoping that... you know, that Na'Vi was going to peek after, if they got the entry frag at B, maybe they were hoping someone was going to peek one of those 2 places. I mean, it just still felt really, really, uncoordinated for Mousesports. I'm not sure.
It seemed a little forced. I mean, it was clear that they were counting on... It was also good positioning there by zeus. But, okay, already into this round, here we go. Hardly any time to talk about the last one. Mousesports not wasting any time at all, and it's going to be tabseN just taking points. starix hiding in the smoke, though. He's going to get a double kill. And zeus picks up another one, seized, lays waste, and now, just like that, allu alone on the B site, wondering where the rest of his team went.
This is going to be Na'Vi about to tie the scoreline. Allu did catch that jump, but Guardian's going to take him down. So that's pretty much it. 12-12. Na'Vi have a lot more money than Mousesports do. Mousesports, in fact, going to have to eco.
Yeah, this is where it gets really... Well, this is basically Mousesports in the same position that Na'Vi were in, where they're not able to get their legs under them. Na'Vi keep just pushing them on the ground and kicking them, and then, you know, Mousesports try and drunkenly stumble back to their feet, and Na'Vi aren't having any of that. So this is Na'Vi definitely just trying to keep the pressure up. There's the double nade combo into A house, just devastating. And Mousesports running straight into the blender here. tabseN, he's gonna find 2 Tech 9 kills. Are you joking? Jump shot there. allu's trying to say hello as well. How are they not dying?
I don't know, but if Guardian goes down here, there's at least a bomb plant chance for the Mousesports team. That would be pretty big at this point. They really are struggling for money, and allu's going to go down. tabseN also going to be dropped by Edward, so just doesn't work out at the end. 12-13, and Na'Vi have the round lead for the first time in this game, or in this map. That's going to be an AWP and Guardian, of course. Plenty of money on him. And also plenty of money on Edward. The rest actually don't have that much for Na'Vi, so they still got to be careful. 2 of them have a pretty good bank, but the rest could be in need of rifles if Mousesports start winning rounds.
This is looking like a very quick A split here. Gonna be flashes in. This could work perfectly. tabseN knows that there's a man close. There's the entry from long as well. zeus holding on the CT slope, but he shouldn't be alive. He shouldn't be allowed to live. They let him live just a little bit longer, but now they know exactly where he is. allu has to be hunting, and he is gonna find it, but he has to worry about Cat as well. Misses the flick on Edward.
Molotov's out, and that's going to force him back, but the grenade fade away from Edward. He threw it and ran away, and allu's going to be down. The bomb will be planted at least. Jumping shot here from zeus is going to connect, but only after the bomb plant, which means LEGIJA still has a slight chance, but Edward's going to come in here as well, so LEGIJA, he's got his attention diverted in the wrong direction. Edward takes the kill, and Na'Vi still win it in spite of an absolutely excellent, like the execution to get those opening kills, and you're right, they could have definitely got a 3rd one on zeus as well. That was so smooth for Mousesports. Even without the 3rd kill, it still works great.
Yeah.
And then the retake from Na'Vi is just so good.
Edward with the fadeaway nade, making the big play there. And then zeus with the jump, that's another thing that's just huge. Yeah, that's just Na'Vi. They're not willing to give up. They're just clawing their way back into this game. They're in the lead after Mousesports having such a huge first half. And Na'Vi slowly but surely on the CT side of Dust 2 have worked their way back into this. Now they're just 1 round away from at least securing overtime. Mousesports have enough for a bye, but it's going to be just so close. This is all or nothing now for Mousesports.
This has become a very close and almost personal game between the 2 teams. I mean, 30 rounds in the first one, 30 rounds in the second one. And well, not 30 round on the second one, sorry, but it was pretty close on Mirage as well, where Mousesports took it. And then here, well, we're heading soon into the 28th round, as LEGIJA is taking a lot of damage, actually burning to death. That starix connecting with it, and I'm guessing he must have been flashed in that corner. He's going to pick up a second kill, starix, just completely controlling the middle from the CT side of the doors. chrisJ finally coming with a shot. They need more. He's going to miss that one on Guardian, and backup is coming up. And starix takes a third kill and just demolishes the Mousesports onslaught. It's going to take a fourth one there as well. Leaves allu alone. Kind of want starix to be the guy to get this last one.
I agree.
Please.
He needs to finish with the ace. He's looking towards Cat right now, though, but his mate is going to spot him out. And there you go. allu finds the headshot on Guardian. It's all on starix, and he gets it. The ace. All 5 kills. starix, the round that puts Na'Vi on match and map point. This is it, and it's just after an ace from starix. An ace from Edward. Like, Na'Vi, this CT half. An ace from Edward, an ace from starix.
This is really sickening. That's 25 kills for starix here, and one of them was with a Molotov as well. And you're right, this is match and map point for Na'Vi. And not that good equipment on Mousesports currently. Couple of Galils, 3 Galils, in fact, and an AK, and then a Tech 9 on chrisJ. And as fun as it's been to see that, I bet he wish he had an AWP instead. What a game this has been. This has been a really, really interesting and fun best of 3. Guardian trying to fall back behind the corner. zeus is going to get the return frag on allu after he took down Edward, and there's still going to be trading back and forth, but they lost the control of the bomb site here. zeus is still going to pick up the kill on LEGIJA, and what are we witnessing here? It's a 2-on-1, and I think they weren't even sure if it was A or B, this grenade. Oh, it does 3 damage to Guardian. You've got to be joking, and it's going to be tabseN 1-on-2 here, back on the plateau, just trying to see if he can somehow extend this and get into overtime territory. He's going to pick up the good headshot there. starix is still alive, coming through the window. 1 grenade to signal it. tabseN falling back, and mid-air does the damage. He's going to pick it up and clutch it. 1-on-2. Triple kill for tabseN in total. And it's 13-15. And there's enough money for Na'Vi here. I mean, was 14,000 on Guardian to start with?
Yeah, there's more than enough money, but there isn't enough for Mousesports to get an AWP in this round. After that clutch, tabseN tried to make the bum rush over towards that, over towards the AWP drop by Guardian in Upper Dark, and he couldn't quite make it. So no sniper rifle again for Mousesports.
But if Mousesports win this, oh, flash banged in, and he still gets that kill on allu, who was happily jumping along at the top of mid. starix going to pick off LEGIJA as well, and zeus is going to walk right in. karrigan just not prepared for it. It's going to be a second or third kill coming in the round for Na'Vi. So it goes to 29 rounds, and Na'Vi just shut the door right in the face of Mousesports here. zeus with the 1 kill, chrisJ all alone, 1-on-5. Stolen AK as well in the mix, and chrisJ is